when I decided I was going to start a tall kids wear brand, the very first thing I did was Google. That's what you did, right? You Googled exactly how to do things. And I'm going to tell you, not a lot came up. So I feel like the universe knew that with me working a full-time job, full-time mom, obviously, that I was going to need more than my usual DIY self-taught strategies to get this brand eventually kicked off the ground. And somehow I stumbled upon Melanie's Ask Me Anything workshop. It was free. And I was like, what have I got to lose? So I hopped on a call with her. It was 2 hours. And I think it was about halfway through when I was like, okay, clearly this chick knows her shit. So I ran out to my husband, who was out in the backyard gardening. And I was like, look, I know this is crazy, but we've talked about me starting this brand. There's this gal whose workshop I'm taking. She is incredible wealth of knowledge. She clearly knows her stuff. And so I said, I need to join her program. Like, it was a need. It was not a want at that point. It was a need. Like, I knew this was the right step for me. He freaked out when I told him the price. A little sticker shock. Made me a little nervous too. It was a big investment for me, you know, as a startup founder that was bootstrapping this whole thing myself. So, but again, there was just something about her, about Melanie, that I knew she could help me. And so I did it. I jumped into her program with 2 whole feet. In fact, I remember the month leading up to the program, like every day logging in. I'm like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? What can I work on while I'm waiting? And I think I changed my logo like 17 times while I was waiting for the program to start. And it changed again after the program started, and I did all the branding section. But eventually, like, when we got into the program, it was very clear that I'd done the right thing. I actually have a fashion marketing degree from eons ago, and I'm a production project manager by day. So there were some things that I already knew, but even in those areas, what I already knew, Melanie was able to refresh my knowledge and add to it, and even better, fill in the knowledge gaps, which is exactly why I took her course. I didn't have time to be Googling 17 other things to try and fill in all those areas that I wasn't an expert at. And at the end of the day, it was totally worth it, because now I have, after a really long time after months of taking measurements and trying on clothes on kids and figuring out what adjustments I need to make and working on the designs and my branding and all of the things, I finally have samples. And could I have gotten there on my own? Yeah, I'm stubborn enough to make it happen, but it would have taken a lot longer. I would have spent a lot more money getting there. As it was, like, Melanie really streamlined and helped me stay focused on the things that mattered. And I think that's one of the things that I would say about Melanie is she tells you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. And she is very good at pointing you in the right direction and kind of bringing you back down to earth. And she's just, her mentorship style is something that I've really thrived under. And I am actually, one of my favorite things about Melanie is not only her program, her paid course, but actually what I like even better is her continued support after the course. It is an additional investment, but what I have found is it's totally worth it. Worth every penny. It's brought me a lot of connections. Like, I've made a lot of other small business founder friends, which I think I'll be friends with for a very long time. In fact, one of them just launched yesterday, and I was one of her first 10 customers. So that was exciting to be able to support her. But it just also, like, the membership is just a whole nother class of knowledge and support, and this just really cool, unique community that I have not found anywhere else. So I'm about to sign on for a 2nd year of the membership. So that should tell you all you need to know. Just go for it. It's great.